Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Middara in Tabletop Simulator. We need to get haste up on Shayliss because she has it permanently because of homemade brooch. Yeah, and unfortunately, the Halo makes us immune to disease and wilt, but not darkness. Not much we can do about it, though. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do initiative and dive right into this. This is going to get ugly very quickly. Yeah, that's a problem. We could try to get Nightingale to go first and hope for the best. That might be our only hope, really. So yeah, the key thing here is we need to deal with the Diluvian as antediluvian as soon as possible. The Viscera Aramid's also a problem because it can put up barrier and all that nonsense. But to be honest, that's the least of our problems. In fact, it doesn't really do very much. All right. We're also going to probably end up putting the font just right here in place. It'll get through the walls here. Obviously, it won't be able to reach certain extremes, but that's just what we're going to have to deal with. Alright, so I'm going to use a pager and get Nightingale to go first. I think that's going to be our best bet. Because Nightingale is going to be able to... I mean, we have a few other options. The other option is we have Shayliss go first. Have her leap into the fray there. And just start going to town. That could also be a thing. She is the only one that's hasted, so it might be best for her. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could go just run here. And try to kill the Living Oblation in one go. Because if we get rid of the Living Oblation, the rest of it's not as bad. I mean, the Mercounts are also a problem as well. We need to kill them. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. I'm going to use the pager. I'm going to put Shayliss in front. If we can at least kill the Living Oblation, the rest of it should be okay. And honestly, Shayliss has got the best chance of getting the kill in this case. Alright, so before her turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate Doombreak. I was thinking about it. So get 1 stamina. Now it hits her turn. She's hasted. She'll get 1 stamina from that. So she's at 5 stamina. She's darknessed and hasted. I'm going to spend 1 stamina to move because I have to. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. I'm going to go ahead and activate Fist of Polaris. And I could go to any spot adjacent to this target. So, boom, I'm going to do that. And then attack. Alright, that's 14, 15, 16. So it does hit. It's going to be base 2 damage. 3, 4 because of the sword combo. And then 7 damage in total. So 7 damage to orange. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing with a Blade Works onto the Antediluvian. So it's in nasty terrain or hindering terrain, so I'll have -1. I have +2 because of my combo, so it'll be just a raw +1. She does have nimble, so she will be dodging. So she'll attempt to dodge this first one. Okay, just +1, so that puts her at 16 defense. And I get +1 to this roll. Alright, complete miss. I will just take the miss. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do Doombreak again. I got my stamina point back. I'm going to use that stamina point to get courage. Like so. Then I'm going to false idol on the Antediluvian and attack it. I'm going to forebode and reroll both dice. Alright, so that's 17, 18 from the modifiers and penalties. So I'm at 18 versus 15 defense, so it'll be 3 damage, plus 2 from Morbid Leather is 5. Plus 2 from the sword combo, so that's 7. And then, so we're at 7, 10, 13, 15, 20. It'll do 20 damage. So I took her down to half. Alright, and then I'm going to quick blow off of that. Attack her again. 18, 19. So 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 16, 26 damage. So that'll take care of the Antediluvian. Completely wiped out. Alright, we'll get our first loot. 8 gold. 5, 5, 4. Alright, next. I'm going to spend a stamina to unexhaust Vista Polaris. And then I'm going to activate it. The only target I can attack that I haven't attacked yet is the Merchound. I'm going to use it to go here. So I'm attacking purple Merchound. Here goes nothing. Alright, 17, 18, 19. So 19 versus 14. So it'll be 5 damage base, 7 for Morbid Leather, 9 for the Soul Blade combo. And then it's going to go to 12, 15, 17, 22 damage, which will kill it instantly. Yeah, every Merchound we kill is going to definitely reduce the amount of possible damage we can take next when their turn comes up. Okay. I can quick blow off of that if I want to. Question is what should I go for the Merchounds, or should I just try to soak the spell? I might be able to soak the spells from the Water Loas, so that might be our best option. Yeah, I'll go ahead and quick blow and target the red Merchound. I do have flanking because of Jack of all blades, and it's against the border. So this will give us a total of +3 to the attack. Alright, that's totaling up to 15 if I let it stay. Yeah, I think I'll have to just leave it. So I'll do 1 damage base, +2 from the Soul Blade combo, so that's 3. And then it's just going to do a total of 8 damage. Not the best, but it'll have to do. Alright. And then I'm going to spend my last stamina to unexhaust the card, and then I'm going to use Vista Polaris again. And I have not attacked this Water Loa, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to teleport to here, just so I'm in hindering terrain, and attack her. So here goes nothing, just +2 to the result. So that's 15, 16, 17. So 17, so it'll be 6 damage base. I'm actually going to go ahead and exhaust the Masterwork, so that'll bring it up to 18. So the damage will be 7. and then +2 for more of a leather brings it up to... Should bring it up to 9. Sorry, I'm losing count of numbers. So 18 shows 7, 9. Yeah, 9 damage, and then another 5 is 14. So 14 damage. Make sure I did that right, because it actually has a key thing I could do now. So +3 in total because of Masterwork. So that's 18. It has 11 defense, so it's 7. More leather brings it up to 9. And then I do get the symbols from Courage, but not from anything else. So that's 14. Okay, so yeah, 14 damage. And then this is now in the threshold of the 5 damage, or 5 health left. This does say at any time I can do this. And Nightingale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from it. And I have a clear shot. Tentacles do not block line of sight. So we'll go ahead and exhaust this and attempt to shoot that water loa. Alright, she's not moving, so it is going to be +1 to this. So it's going to be a total of 15, which hits, which will kill that water loa. Okay. And that gets us 9 gold. 571. All right, and that is that was our first turn. So we took out a Merchound, Waterloa, and an Antediluvian. If we had rolled a little bit better, we could have possibly taken out the red Merchound. I mean, technically, if I rolled really high, I could do the other Merchound as well. I didn't have Courage on the first strike, though. Or the first 2 attacks, rather. Alright, anyway, it's going to go Corpse Collector next. Corpse Collector is, of course, going to roll an orange die and do a bunch of junk. We'll start with the top left one. Okay, it's going 4 spaces. It's going to go 4 spaces closest to the closest target, which will be Nightingale. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then the middle one. This one will probably reach her. 3. It reaches her exactly. Then the one below it. 6. 1, 2. Yeah, so I'll be going after Nightingale. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's going to get another one. Alright, and then the one back here. 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the one below it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put her there. Okay. Then it's going to spawn a Merchound, unfortunately. And then that'll be it for that. Also, got to be aware of this thing here. Luckily, I don't spot it. Alright, then it goes to Viscera Aramid. Is there a figure with an effect with an SOI? So it's going to remove... It's going to remove Courage. It's constant haste, so it's going to just remove Courage off of her. Alright. Then continue down. It's going to put ally within SOI gains barrier. So go ahead and give barrier to somebody. It's going to put it on a Merchound. Oh, actually, it doesn't have line of sight. Because only adventures that are adjacent. So we'll do barrier on the water loa then. Okay. Then, is there an opponent with an SOI? Yes. It's going to go ahead and cast a spell 6 using the Antediluvian's die. Oh no. Did it break it? Yeah, it did. Okay, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, it's fixed now. So yeah, for some reason the Living Antediluvian card is jacked for some reason. So I'm just going to roll her stuff manually. We never ran into this in the previous battle because we killed her before she could actually do anything. In this case, it's still the same situation. We killed her before she could do anything, but the Viscera Aramid is still alive, so we'll go ahead and roll that. The target, 1, 2... Yeah, the only thing that's in SOI is Shayliss here, which... It's kind of weird. Some of the figures actually have labels on them, but others don't. What are you using to make that show? Yeah, the tooltip. Okay. I toggle the tooltip there. That should fix it. There you go. All right. So the total was 7 plus 6 is 13. Let's go ahead and roll her conviction. I rolled 17. I resist the spell. All right, and then can it move to put at least one ally with an SOI? Yes. Move to put as many allies as possible with an SOI. The ally with the highest defense other than Viscera Aramid will get a dodge token, and then those combatants will use dodge tokens. So technically, it would actually go to here, and that'll get it adjacent to as many as possible, and then it's going to give a dodge token to that Murky Murkhound. And then the current is going to slam her right into that water loa for 2 damage to both of them. And then that's it for Viscera Aramid. Goes to Nightingale. Let me check something real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Viscera Aramid will... so while Viscera Aramid is moving, I will be able to go ahead and do an Overwatch shot. So I will. It is shooting... Yeah, that's it. It does have Nimble, so it will roll a black die. Okay, 3, so 18 defense. I have +1 because I'm not moving. Alright, just barely a miss. I'll go ahead and re-roll the 6 and see if I get better. I got worse, but I can actually just kill the messenger now and change that into a max roll. Alright, so that's 21 versus 18. So it'll be 3 damage base, 4, 5 because of Morbid Leather. 5. Also, I'll go ahead and use Masterwork. So I'll bring up to 6 damage. So 6 damage, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It'll do 19 damage to that Viscera Aramid. And then I'll quick blow off of that, because I can. Also, while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and do Doom Break. Okay, so I get a stamina. I'll use that stamina for the quick blow. And then shoot again. Alright, it's no nimble dodge for that second shot. But it is 15. I got 14 plus 1 because of not moving. That's 15 exactly, so it does hit. It's going to do just 2 magic, and that's it. Yeah, unfortunately that is about all I can do. So 2 damage. Also, actually, instead of spending that 1 stamina, I'll use the infection and take a damage instead. That'll save me a stamina. Alright, so 2 more damage. Viscera Aramid has the same HP as a Antediluvian, so it has 40. Alright, and then of course it slammed into its... I already did the slamming from the current, so that's it for that. Goes to Nightingale's turn. Nightingale is going to refresh. This is first round, so no stamina. And let's make some stuff happen, shall we? I'm going to do that first with Doom Break. Get 1 stamina. And oh, actually, first thing that's going to happen is she's going to get 2 tentacles on her. Which both of them will activate. So this is going to put her at 1, 2, 3, 4, which will provoke an attack from the Murkhound. I can't dodge because it's water. Uh, 12 is barely a miss, so thankfully she is not darkness like everyone else. Alright, so that resolves that. Now do the Doom Break, all that good stuff. I will go ahead and we got a few targets we can go for. We definitely need to deal with the Murky Murkhounds, preferably now. So let's deal with the Murky Murkhound that's right next to us right now. It has 7 HP. Let's do Precise Strike. Actually, no, not Precise Strike. We'll do a regular shot. I'll use the Infection to take 1 damage to reduce the cost by 1. And shoot the Murky Murkhound. So that's 14. I haven't moved, so that's 15. So it does hit. I'll do 1 damage base. Plus 2 from the books, so 3 damage in total. Then I will go ahead and quick blow off of that. Shoot again. Alright, that's 15, 16, so 2 damage base. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so total of 7 damage. I'll go ahead and... Oh, actually, I can use the Masterwork to finish that off. So I'll just use Masterwork to finish that off. That'll do 1 more damage. Actually, I'll do even more damage. Killing that Murkhound. So we'll get loot from that. We get 12 gold. 5, 8, 3. Alright. Next, we're going to go ahead and activate God Machine and go 3 spaces with flight to here. Then we're going to go to town here. I'm going to deal with the Murkhound first. Murkhound will be dodging with the dodge token. I will spend... Yeah, I'll spend 2 stamina to shoot and see what happens. Alright, so yeah, it's going to roll a black die. Gets nothing. Awesome, so it has 14 defense. Alright, that's 16, 17 versus 14, so it'll be 3, 5 for Morbid Leather. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 10 damage exactly, which exactly kills it. So that's it for that Murky Murkhound. We get 8 gold. 5, 9, 1. Okay. Next, I'm going to do a quick blow off of that. And shoot at the Crystal Water Loa. Yeah, I'm okay with dealing with... I'm fine with taking a hit from the Viscera Aramid. So yeah, I'll do Crystal Water Loa next. And shoot. So that's 17, 18, so it'll be 7 damage base. 7 damage base plus 2 for Morbid Leather. I'll do a total of 9 damage. Alright, so that was my quick blow. And then at this point, I'll go ahead and Precise Strike. Oh, actually, I'll Brutal Slaughter with that and do another 6, which puts that at 17 out of 18. And then I'll go ahead and do Subjugator on the Water Loa. I hit, so it instant kills. That's it for Water Loas. Alright, 14 gold, I'll take it. That puts us at 605. With no shop in sight. Alright, and then that leaves me with the Precise Strike. So I will do a Precise Strike. And I will aim at the only thing I can aim at, which is the Viscera Aramid. Viscera Aramid is going to Nimble Dodge. Okay, well it has 20 defense. Have fun with that. Alright, that's 17, 18. Almost there. I don't have anything else I can do, so I'm just going to re-roll the 8 and get worse. Okay. And that is it for that. Could I possibly kill her? Yes, if I do Murder Circus. But she's already done her turn. I will... Where's the current going? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that the range of that thing? Yeah, range 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's gonna shoot at Shayliss. And she won't be able to dodge. Do I have a BAMP token on me? I do not. So yeah, I guess the question is what do I want to go ahead and deal with the Aramid? Yeah, let's deal with it. So the problem is I can't get away. So I can do like the shadows to move 2 spaces. And best case scenario is I put myself far enough away to not provoke the attack from the Aramid and then move to here. And then be in the line of fire of the Merchound. Alright. So with that, it's going to go to Rook's turn. Rook will spend 1 stamina to go ahead and put out Font Renewal. Because it's best to be here. And I don't want to wait any longer. Alright, and then I'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go ahead and use this excuse me, and I'll go ahead and use this as an opportunity to go ahead and put up Intervention. We'll put it up on Shayliss. And then I'm going to be dragged 2 spaces by Current. And then that'll be it for him. Yeah, just 2 spaces. Yeah, because he doesn't have heavy. Alright, then it goes to Merchound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it does have a clear shot for Shayliss. It's going to shoot at Shayliss because Shayliss is highest up on initiative. Shayliss cannot dodge because of darkness, but it is shooting into hindering. 13 minus 1 is 12, and currently I have 14 defense, so it misses. Alright, then it's going to go ahead and move. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it can definitely get to Nightingale. And then it's going to swing at Nightingale. Okay, so that's 16 versus her defense, which is 13. So I'll do 3, 4, 5 because of Merchound. 6, 7, 8. I'll do a total of 8 damage to her. It gets reduced down to 5. And then she has to make a check against paralysis. Well, it thought about it. 11, so she's going to get paralyzed. Okay. Then it's going to go to Remy. Remy is going to get... spend 1 stamina to move. Actually, she can spend 2 stamina to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And then she's going to go ahead and use this opportunity to go ahead and put haste up on Nightingale. And then she'll just let the current take her the rest of the way. Alright, and then that's end of round. Okay, looks like Corpse Collector's going first. We'll do Tentacle over there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Shayliss is going to have a good time. And then the only other one that's left is the one up there. Everything else is on somebody. That is 4. It's a tie. It's going to go after highest initiative, so it's going to go after Nightingale. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, and then it's going to spawn another Merchound. It's a little annoying that that's happening, but at least it's not adding the initiative card back in. Goes to Rook's turn. Rook is going to get up to 4 stamina. We will... so the Viscera Aramid's going to go next if I don't do anything about it. I'll go ahead and give a intervention token to Nightingale. And then I will go ahead and cast Root the Wind on the Viscera Aramid. Seven plus 6 is 13. I'm not going to click that thing. So green die plus blue, there's a good chance she's just going to resist it. Okay, not. So paralysis on that thing. I'll bias a turn. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. So the question is for Tentacle Collector, when an adventurer removes 5 tentacle tokens from an adventurer's card in a single turn. So it has to be all on one person's card, which is the annoying part. We'll just have to make do. So 1, 2, 3, 4... Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. So that is... So I used 1 for the casting, and then 2 from there. Alright. Not much I can do about that. Actually, no, don't go there. I'll go right here. Because that'll force the Merchound to move. Okay. Then it goes to Viscera Aramid, who is paralyzed. Now she's immune to paralysis. Then it goes Murky Merchounds. This one's going to shoot at Rook. Rook can't dodge because of darkness. -1 to the attack because of the hindering terrain. So 11 versus 11 exactly. So it does hit. It has armor piercing 4. He has 5 armor. So it's going to do 1 damage base that gets reduced down to 0 thanks to the 1 armor he has left. So that should take care of that. Yeah, I have 11 armor, 11 defense thanks to the darkness. Okay, and then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it can't reach anything, so it's just going to sit there. And then the other Merchound's going to shoot at Rook. This one without the -1. Okay, that's going to seem like it's going to do a lot of damage. 16, so it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just make it miss using the nanorobes. And then it's going to shift down 1 space and provoke break attacks from Nightingale and Remy. We'll do Remy first. Alright, 14 is exactly a hit. Every 2 shields, every shield's plus 1 damage, and then every 2 books is 2 magic. So it's going to do 4 damage exactly. So 4 damage to purple. And then a shot from Nightingale. 16, 17 because not moving. So that's 3 damage base. 5 because of Morbid Leather. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14. It'll do 14 damage, which is exactly a kill. So bye-bye Merchound. No loot because it was spawned. Alright. Excuse me. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale is sitting on another tentacle. So she's going to get dragged even further. She is paralyzed, but she is just in range of the Font of Renewal, so we'll use that to purge off the paralysis. Excuse me. So I'll take care of that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to be well, before I go any further, I should also do the Yellow Totem. Yellow Totem. A pack of Fragors scramble in from the north. Spawn 3 Fragors adjacent to the loot token on tile UM39, which is up there. Vibrant Fragors, I believe, is what we're up against. Yeah, I don't think there's any other types. There's just regulars. Okay. We'll move you guys up a little bit. Not sure if we're going to be dealing with Waterloos again, so I might go ahead and move them off. Alright. Unfortunately, these fellows are going to be put... Also, I did forget about Barrier, but I had Armor Piercing, so I don't think it mattered that much. Alright, so Fragor's going to go after Nightingale. I was up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it has to be a step closer, but I'm exactly diagonal, so it'll just take me down there. Alright, and then Fragors, of course, are going to spawn here. Like so. Alright, so what we're going to do here is unexhaust all of our stuff. I am hasted, so I get 4 stamina. I'm going to go ahead and activate God Machine and move 3 spaces. And then I will go ahead and activate Like the Shadows and move 2 more spaces. Just to get up to there. Alright, and then no need for the yellow totem anymore. Then we're going to go to town on these Fragors because they need to die. We'll start with Doombreak. Okay, 1 stamina, doesn't flip. And we'll do Precise Strike first, targeting the red Fragor. It's going to be -1 to the attack. I have technically not moved, so I get +1, so it'll just even out. These things have 13 defense. Okay, and then I can change that with Kill the Messenger to a 10. So we're at 17 versus 13, so that's 4. 6 because of Orbital Leather, 11 because of Precise Strike. So we're at 11 damage so far. 14, 16, 20 damage exactly. So that will kill that red one. They are swarm, so no loot. I'm going to quick blow off of that at the cost of 1 stamina and shoot at purple next. I believe that's purple. Yep, purple next. Alright, 13 exactly, so it does hit. It's not going to do much. It will do a grand total of 3 damage to it. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and shoot it one more time with a regular shot. Alright, 17, so that's going to be 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15. So I'll finish it off. Okay. And then I'll quick blow off of that and aim at the orange Fragor. Okay. That's 14 in total, so it'll be 1 damage base, and then 2, 3. He'll do 3 damage. Then, oh, actually, I can do Brutal Slaughter on top of that and do 6 more damage. I'll be put at 7 away from death now. I will go ahead and use the Infection to take a damage and reduce the next attack cost by 1, and shoot 1 more time. I will re-roll the 4. Alright, 15, so it'll be 2, 5, I'll do 5 damage, which puts it at 14 out of 16, and then I'll immediately do the Subjugator. Actually, I'll do Masterwork. So Masterwork will make it so I rolled a 16, so it'll be 3, and then 5 because of Morbid Leather, and then it'll go up to 8 in total. So it essentially gets us an extra 3 damage, which will finish it off. Alright, Fragors are dead. 10 gold. Killing them before they can do anything is pretty much the optimal way to play. It's pretty much the Labyrinth of Toho or Etrian Odyssey style of play of RPG, essentially. Kill it before it kills you. Alright, that was Nightingale. Nothing else from her. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss does have a bunch of things underneath her. So she's going to get dragged off a bit. One, two, three, four. Little annoying, but that's okay. Do get 4 stamina because I'm hasted. Let's go ahead and do a Doom Break just in case. Okay, no flip. Alright, so I'm going to spend a stamina to move. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hope I make the jump. 7 plus 4 is enough. Alright, and then that puts me next to the Viscera Aramid. I'm going to go ahead and do Fist of Polaris first. It's going to get a nimble dodge. Alright, so it's at 20 defense. Have fun. Alright, that's 16. What I could have done is actually stand here, and that would allow me to get the flank bonus, but that's my mistake. Anyway, 16, 18, it misses. That's fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and do Valorous Chalice and get courage back. And then I'm going to Bladeworks. Also, Masterwork is not needed there. Alright, so 15 plus 2 is 17. This thing has 15 defense. I'll be 2 damage base, 3, 4 because of sword combo. So 4, 5, 6, 9, 14 damage in total. So that puts it at 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of range for Nightingale, so no worries there. Then I'm going to go ahead and follow up with a quick blow. Same target. 13, 14, 15. I hit exactly. So I'll do 2 damage base. And then go up to 5 because of the shields. And then go up to 10 because of the burst. And that will finish off the Viscera Aramid. It did start out on the board, so you do get loot from this one. If it were to get summoned again by the Antediluvian, then you wouldn't get it. 6, 2, 2. Then I'm going to get dragged by current, and that'll be it for her. Okay. Goes to Remy. Remy's going to get up to 4 stamina. She'll spend 1 to go ahead and put haste on Rook. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend trying to see what I can do. Let's spend 2 stamina to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do helping hands to get to here. And then I'll use the stamina to go ahead and try to peel off some of that gunk on her. Alright, 8 plus 4 is more than enough to remove at least 1 token. And that'll be the end of the round. New round. Alright, it's going to go to Rook's turn. Yeah, unfortunately this thing's a little brutal. And we do need to wail on it a bunch. Alright, well, Rook, are you in tentacles? No, you're not. Okay. So the key thing here is we need to get all these onto Rook. So let's just move to here. So it costs 1 stamina for that. I'll give himself an intervention token at this point. Then I'm going to do Corrosive Ideal on the... Actually, I can't reach it from here. I'm going to do a re-equip. I'm going to swap out first piece of the Pontifex for the Hemlock and Sarah. So now he has a 6 SOI, which I'll put in range of the partially submerged collector. Then I'm going to spend a stamina to go ahead and do paralysis. Oh, sorry, I'm going to do poison first. So I moved. So let's get this right. I moved, re-equipped, or moved, put intervention up, re-equipped, and then now we're casting poison. Alright, 13 in total. Alright, fails it, so he gets poisoned. So we'll gradually whittle it down while we're trying to get this achievement. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast it again. Not cast it again, but I'll cast Root the Mind next. Same target. Alright, 11. It's going to resist it this time. Yep. Okay, so that takes care of that. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale, of course, is going to be pulled 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into the water. I'm going to get 4 stamina. Okay. Let's try to get our stamina back with Doombreak. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate Like the Shadows and move 2 spaces without provoking break attack. And then I'm going to do Precise Strike, point blank range against that Merchound. Alright, that is 21 because I haven't moved. So that's going to be 7, 9, 14 just from the modifiers alone. And then 16, 19, 27 damage, which will kill it. Okay, Merchounds are down. For now, anyway, before they inevitably respawn. Then she's going to go ahead and do God Machine. Move 3 spaces straight up so she can get out of range. Then she's going to spend a stamina to try to remove some of this gunk on her. Alright, 12 plus 2 is 14, so it removes the 1. Then I'll do it again. 8 plus 2 is 10. Let me make sure that's correct. It's nice to have a physical rulebook. 10 strength check. So yeah, that'll go ahead and remove that one. Okay. Alright, so all we have to do is just get the ones off of Shayliss, and then all of them will respawn, and then all of them will go on Rook, and then everything will be okay. Alright, is there anything else I want to do with her? I'm out of range because I didn't bother shooting it, because I don't want to accidentally kill it. So yeah, that'll be it for her. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss is going to get dragged by the tentacles. 4 spaces. Go to max stamina. And then at this point, we're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to go ahead and start peeling these off of us. So that's 8 plus 3, 11. So that's another one down. And then spend another one. 8 plus 3, so that's another one. Alright, so all the tentacles are currently off the board. They're going to respawn on the corpse collector's turn. And right now, the closest one is, it's going to be closest to Rook. So it's going to go towards Rook when they respawn. Alright, with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to loot that loot token. Red. Alright, a dark blue gas escapes. Escapes from the chest as you open. All figures adjacent to the chest make a lore 10 check. If they fail, they're inflicted with paralysis and poison. Through the haze, you spot some gear. Okay. What's your lore is 4. Alright, 9 plus 4 is 13, so it passes. Alright, and anyone else adjacent to it? No. Alright, and we get one random rare item. So this one is a little bit crazy. It specifically says a rare item, so that's everything. So that includes the consumable, so there's a chance we can get a consumable out of this. It's like a 2 out of really high number. 2 out of 52, so here goes nothing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, that actually helps a lot. Seraphim Sidekick would make it so the darkness is removed if I equip it, which would be nice. But essentially, the Seraphim Sidekick, it has Gray Conviction upgrade, which is really nice. And you can equip an additional consumable or relic on top of everything else. And it's a utility core that gives you, 2 consumables. So it's not too shabby. It's going to go to Zeke if we ever get to him again. Also, Seraphim Sidekick is one of the items that can dispel the darkness, but I'm probably going to go ahead and stick with the homemade brooch. I mean, how's that work? I don't know if it just immediately dispels it or not. So I'll just keep playing as is. Alright, so that's it for Shayliss. Goes to Remy. So, as much as I would love to go after the loot token down there, there's the red totem there. So it is kind of annoying. I'm going to go ahead and put haste on herself. And then I'm just going to wait till next round. Alright, goes to Corpse Collector. Corpse Collector has no tentacles on board. We do need to roll for poison damage. Takes 1. Alright, then it's going to attack any opponent within reach 4, which is just Rook. Rook cannot dodge, so it's just going to be a straight roll. So that's 16 minus 1, 15. So it's going to be 4 damage base, 5, 6, and that's it. So I'll do 6 damage. It'll do a whole 1 damage, and I'll go ahead and roll to see if it gets wilted. It does not. It doesn't get pulled, so we're okay on that front. And that'll be it for Corpse Collector. And it's not going to spawn anything because it didn't trigger otherwise. Actually, no, it will still trigger otherwise. Bloody hell. Because it's going to cast a spell 6. Okay, so anyone adjacent? No. Otherwise, it's going to spawn Merkhounds. Alright, so it's going to put a Merkhound here. And then at the end of its turn, it's going to put all these tentacles as close as possible to to its enemies, which will be right here. Alright, Murky Merkhound's going to shoot at Rook. -1 to this, so 11. So it hits exactly, but it's going to do 0 damage. Then it's going to move to attack as many opponents as possible, which is just going to be Rook. It's going to swing at Rook, -1 to this. It misses. I'll go ahead and counter, because I can. 13, 14 because of the shield. So 14 does hit. It's going to do 2 whole damage from symbols. At this point, I don't know if I got any energy tokens. I've gotten a few. I know I've gotten a few, so. But I'll assume I got at least 2. That's pretty safe to say. But you know what? I'll just not worry about it. So just 2 damage, and that'll be it for it. Alright, that's end of round. Start new round. Okay. Goes Nightingale. So what Nightingale's going to do is she's going to God Machine to 3. I really should have given her a Ring of Blood. Alright, and then I'm going to Precise Strike the Murky Murkhound. Alright, that's 15, 16, so it does hit. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. I do worse, but that's perfect, because now I can do this. Alright, 21. So that's going to be 7, 9, 14 from all the modifiers, and then symbols will finish it off. So bye-bye Murky Murkhound. Oh, I did the math wrong for the Murky Murkhound when it shot. It should have done an additional 2 damage with each of the piercing shots. So I should have at least taken 2 damage on each of those. Alright, with all that said and done, because it has 4 armor piercing and all that nonsense. Okay, so I kill it, and then I'm going to go ahead and quick blow off of that and shoot the Corpse Collector. I am within 3 range, because my range is halved. +1, -1. +1 because I'm not haven't taken a move action, -1 because of the hindering. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so that's going to put it at... what's the current going to do in this? Yeah, I should have thought that through. That's okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and... so 16 against 15 defense. That's going to be 1 damage base. I have armor piercing, so I'm good on that front. 1, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 6 damage. Alright. Then I will do a regular shot. Okay, 17. So it's going to be 2 damage base. I'll go ahead and masterwork it. So that's 18. So it'll be 3 damage base plus 2 for Morbid Leather for 5. 6, 7, 10, 14. It'll do 14 damage to it. Putting it at 21 out of 100. Also, that was my 3rd attack, so I'll do Brutal Slaughter for another 6. Okay, 27 out of 100. Then I will go ahead and do a quick blow off of that for 1 more shot. Alright, 16, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 7 damage. So 34 out of 100. I'll do Like the Shadows at this point and move 2 spaces this way. That'll make sure that Rook is the closest. Alright, yeah, that works. And that'll get rid of Murky Murkhound. Or I could go... So the problem is technically it's equal distance. Let's see. Move towards the nearest opponent. Roll separately for each tentacle. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's fine. So I'll just move there, and we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, they're technically both the same distance as far as nearest and furthest. Let me check that to make sure. Okay, it seems, so the way nearest works is it measures it based off what you're doing. So if it's range, you'll do diagonals. If it's movement, you'll do orthogonal. So that's actually okay then. If that's the case though, then I can just do this and go here. So I at least reduce the chance of being hit. It does go to Rook's turn. And at this point, I think Rook... I don't want to be blasted with magic, but I don't think I have an option. So I'll spend a stamina to move. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go there. This will force it so it doesn't keep spawning Merchounds. So that was, sorry, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, so it should cost me 2 more of those. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to apply Wilt to it. Alright, 16 in total. Alright, so it's wilted. Okay. Alright, goes Corpse Collector. It's just going to go straight for Rook. So all of it's going to go on his token. But they don't go on his card until he actually gets to his turn. Okay. Also, I did screw up. I should not have applied Wilt, because now I don't have enough stamina to actually do what I need to do. Alright, well, that's how it is. Because it takes a stamina each time to activate the ability, which is really annoying. Alright, well, we still have some options if we need to. So it's going to go Corpse Collector. It's going to swing at both of them. So we'll start with Nightingale. Nightingale will spend 1 stamina to dodge because she is not Darknessed. Okay. 16 minus 1 is 15. I have 17 defense, so it misses. And then the second attack will go for Rook. 14 minus 1 is 13, so it's going to be 2 damage base. Plus 2 from the shields, so it's going to do 4 damage, but it gets negated by armor. I'll counter just to see if I can do some damage back. 15, 16, I do. It's going to do 0 damage physically, but the Wilt will do 2 more damage. Also, I need to roll for poison, so it takes 3 poison. Okay. That is it for that. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss is just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's just going to hang out. If need be, I can have her rip off everything. Alright, then it goes to Remy. Remy's going to go to max stamina. She'll spend 2 to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'll use up 2 more stamina. That's it for her. New round. Oh, actually, I forgot the spell. I need to roll for a spell cast against Rook. So let's do that real quick. 10. 12. Okay, resisted it. Alright. Remy goes first. She'll just go back to max stamina and just hang out. Goes to Corpse Collector, which is not going to do anything. besides just keep swinging. Nightingale has no way of dodging, so have fun. That's 16, 15 in total. So it'll be 2, 3, 4. It'll do 1 whole damage to her. Alright, and then second attack on Rook. Alright, that's going to do 15, 14, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5. It's going to do 0 physical, and then it's going to pull him, but he's already adjacent, so I'm not going to bother. And then it's going to cast a spell. 12, 13. So I resist the spell. Then it goes to Shayliss, who's just going to hang out. Goes to Rook, who's now going to get all those tentacles on him. Unfortunately, I don't have enough stamina to actually make that work. He's going to get 4 stamina because he's hasted, but that's not enough to act. It takes 1 stamina per tentacle, so you need 5 stamina at least to make this happen. I'm already adjacent, so I don't move any closer. And then it's going to... I'll get the 4 stamina, and then I'm just going to hang out. And then it's going to go to Nightingale's turn. Nightingale's going to get 4 stamina. Actually, before her turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate Doombreak and get 1 stamina, and then go to her turn, and then get 4 get all that. Yeah, Doombreak, the fact you can do it anytime is what makes it so ridiculously strong. It's literally what it's a common tier relic that I carried all the way through this entire game. It's that strong. Alright, so I have 5 stamina, a Doombreak, and I have her passive, but she only has 2 strength. So I'm going to spend a stamina and see if I can start ripping these things off. Okay, I will use... Do I want to risk it? Not yet. So, you know what? I failed the first one. I'll go ahead and try another one. 8, 10, so I succeed on 1. So that's 1. I'll go ahead and attempt a Doombreak. Okay, get a stamina back. Then I'll use the stamina to go ahead and try to rip another one off. Oh, actually, take that back. She doesn't have 2 strength. She has 7 strength because she's got Brute Serum. So I actually succeeded on that first one as well. Anyway, the next one. Alright, succeeded. I completely forgot that she has Brute Serum equipped. Alright, spend another stamina. Succeeded. And then last one. 3 plus 7 is 10. That rips off that last tentacle. That's all of them removed. Alright, and then the reward. Alright, your strength knows no bounds. The adventurer who removed the tentacles gains a random item from among the items listed in the special encounter rule Night Fighting. This is going to be a mess. Alright, so it's going to be Cave Bow. Yeah, there's only 1 Cave Bow. So Cave Bow. Oh boy, this Iridescence. The Iridescent is... I think it's in here, actually. Yeah, Iridescent, which is a staff. Uncommon staff. Azrael's Harvester, which I think is a scythe. There it is. Causality Engine. Which I guess is a weapon. I know the Savalin's in there. That's the campaigner. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Salvation. Nope. None of those. Is it armor? Is it a unique? Causality engine. Well, I know the Salvation Umbrella is one. Savalin's another. Angel Symbols and Seraphim Psychic. Charm of Ash. Or sorry, God Machine Charm of Ash. Okay. Spectral Banner Doomcaster. Oh, you're in here somewhere. Doomcaster. Spectral Banner, which is a polearm. Okay. Spectral Banner, Doomcaster, Hammer of Evil Similitude, Savalin, the Etched Console, and the Wand of Manipulation. Etched Console is in our stash right now. Wand of Manipulation. There are two of them. And it said, was it Hammer of Evil Similitude? Is it a sledgehammer? Yeah, great hammer. Okay. Similitude, Savalin, Edge Console, Web. Okay, so the only thing I'm missing is the Causality engine. So give me a moment to figure out where that's at. Okay, Causality engine was the thing that does the explosion thing, which Patrick already has. So that's okay. So that's everything. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit shuffle once and take the top. Okay, Charm of Ash. That's actually a pretty good find. It's gonna go to Nightingale because she's the one that got it, or did the achievement rather. And then of course everything here is gonna go back to their spots and sort. And put all these back together. Okay, and then check the box for Tentacle Collector. And continue with her turn. Okay, she is kind of hurting at this point, and we still have to deal with the Corpse Collector, though it is our turn, thankfully. So I'm going to do Precise Strike against the Corpse Collector. I have not moved, so I get +1 to this. But before I do that, I'm actually going to do Like the Shadows and move next to it. That way I can get +1 to the attack with no minuses. Alright, and then I'll use Kill the Messenger to change that 5 into a 10. So that's 20, so it's going to be 5 damage base, 6, 7, Morbid Leather, goes up to 12 because of Precise Strike, so we're at 12, 13, 14, 17, 21. So I'll do 21 damage, 23 damage because of Wilt. So I'll be 62. Okay, and then I will quick blow off of that. Shoot again. 13, 14 if I let it go through. I'll intervention and reroll. Okay, and then I'll reroll the 4. Nope. Alright, so it's a straight up miss. I will not be able to kill it this round. Even if the only way I would be able to kill it this round is if I used a Murder Circus, which I don't want to use yet. Alright, so that's the end of round. We'll go ahead and start the next round. So I think because it gives these items out, I think if you equip it, it will dispel the darkness. We're going to go ahead and use the last pager to move that thing to the back. And then we're going to go to town here. So Shayliss, it's your turn. Shayliss is going to spend 1 stamina and get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Jump check with Rook helping. Actually, Rook can't help because he's not in stable terrain. But still, I'm able to get to here. I'm going to go ahead and do Fist of Polaris, which will allow me to teleport to here. And then, or essentially move to there. And it's kind of weird how that does that. Move to any adjacent space to that opponent. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I'm assuming it should be just called. It should just be called a warp. That would just make more sense because that's what it's doing. It's just not. It's just in a lot more words. Now I do get flanking from Rook, so I get +1 to this. So +3 in total. Attack with the Fist of Polaris. So that's 19, 22. So it's going to be 7 damage base. +2 for Morbid Leather, so that brings it up to 9. Goes up to 11 because of Soul Blade combos. It has 3 armor, so it's going to go back down to 8. And then it's going to go 9, 10, 13, 16, 26 damage. And then 28 because of poison from Wilt. So that'll put it at 90 out of 100. Then I will quick blow off of that. Alright, so that's going to be 17, so 20, +1 from flank, +2 from the swords, and so that's going to be 5 damage base, goes down to 2 because of armor, goes back up to 4 because of Morbid Leather, goes up to 6 because of the swords, 7, 8, 11, 14, 19, 21 damage in total, which will kill it. It's going to give its item because it's gilded, but since we already have it, or at least Zeke does, we don't get anything off of this thing. But it's dead, so that's the good news. That is it for Shayliss. So it's going to go to Rook next. Rook will go ahead and spend some stamina to move. Actually, before he does that, he'll go ahead and give intervention to Nightingale. Then he'll move. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to go to there for now. And wait. Goes to Remy. Remy's going to move back a space. And that'll be it for her. Then it's going to go to Nightingale. So really, we're going to need to deal with the red totem and get as close to the font of renewal as possible, because we're getting kind of... Nightingale's getting a bit haggard here. Alright, so I'll spend 1 stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6, 8, 10, 12, and that's it for her. New round, we did kill something, so no worries there. Goes to Nightingale first. Also, I could have used God Machine and all that to actually move better and more efficiently. Okay, so here goes nothing. So I'm going to do Like the Shadows to get to here. Line of sight at the red totem. Deep within the brush, you hear a cackle. Spawn a living ablation one space to the west of this totem. So so they'll be over here. Then spawn a Celestial Gygus one space to the east of this totem. If you cannot spawn a living ablation and a Celestial Gygus, spawn nothing instead. This encounter esper is now Celestial Gygus. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of these and these. Time to grab ourselves our first Celestial Gygus opponent. Celestial Gygus. So, only moves 4, unlike Judas. Okay. And of course it's going to spawn to the west of this totem. Not much we can do about that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then continues with Nightingale's turn. Not much we can do about this, unfortunately, because this thing is just going to come rumbling in. I can try to kill it. It has 15 defense. It doesn't have nimble or anything. It does have flight. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and do God Machine. How far does this thing shoot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is going to be annoying either way. Alright, so yeah, I'll move 3 spaces with God Machine. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and spend a stamina to move. Actually, I'll take a damage to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. So I'm in range of the thing here. More importantly is I can actually shoot it if I really want to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go for the Celestial Gygus. As long as I can make the Antediluvian do something, it won't summon, and it won't force it to act. So, we'll make this happen. Alright. So, let's do Precise Strike against the Celestial Gygus. It's not nimble, so it's just going to be a straight up shot. Alright, 18. Which will be against 15 defense. I'm going to go ahead and masterwork that, so it's 19. So it's 4 damage. Plus 2 for Morbid Leather brings it up to 6. Plus 5 from Precise Strike brings it up to 11. And then 12, 13, 16, 20. It'll do 20 damage exactly for our first shot. Then I'm going to go ahead and quick blow off of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and kill the messenger of that. So that's 20. So it's going to be 5 damage base, 7 because of Morbid Leather, 8, 9, 12, 20 damage again. Exactly. Cannot make that shit up. Alright, since it didn't get summoned, it was just going to spawn from the totem. We do get loot, so 14 gold. 6, 3, 6. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get this cleared up. Alright, so Celestial Gygus is down. I can try shooting this thing, I might as well. I just did a quick blow, so I will go ahead and try to shoot normally using 2 stamina. It's going to do a nimble dodge, not much I can do about it. Alright, so it has 18 defense, and I am shooting through hindering terrain, so I have -1 to this shot. So good luck for me. So that's going to be a miss. I'll just take the miss. I'm okay with that. I am going to go ahead and activate Ambitious and get 2 stamina. Everyone else will get 1. And I'm going to go ahead and activate Doom Break. So we're at 5 stamina. I have 5 stamina that I have to try to use to try to kill this thing. It's already nimble dodge, so it's just going to be a straight up roll. So I'll attack with a regular attack. I'll re-roll the 5 and see if we can do... Actually, I will intervention and re-roll both and see if I can do slightly better. Alright, I'm going to re-roll the 4 and see if I can do slightly better. Okay, so that's 18, 17 because I'm of hindering terrain, so that's going to put it at 2 damage base. 3, 4, 7, 11, and then 17 damage because of Brutal Slaughter. So 17 damage to this living antediluvian. I'm going to quick blow off of that. Shoot again. Okay, 20, 19. So it's going to be 4 damage base. Plus 2 from Morbid Leather is 6. 7, 8, 11, 15, 19. So 19 damage in total. So it puts it at 36. I will go ahead and immediately activate the Subjugator. Oh, actually, I forgot. When I moved up, I triggered this thingy. Yeah, I did. Well, I need to deal with the antediluvians regardless, so I completely forgot about Blue Totem. Something moves deeper in the cave. Horrific stitched-together abominations emerge from within, spawn 2 tortured immortals adjacent to the space this totem occupied. So we're going to have tortured immortals as well. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the water lilies, because I'm pretty sure we're done with them. I mean, we're moving away from water, so it is what it is. Tortured immortals. As long as I kill this antediluvian, I'll be happy. Anything else is going to be a bonus. So, what is it? Adjacent to the totem? Yeah, adjacent to the totem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I can choose where it's adjacent, so I can do this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to clip regardless. Not much I can do about it. Alright, and then this thing, of course, is going to be... I'll put the other one down here. Okay. Alright, anyway, back to what I was doing. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and activate the Subjugator and shoot at the antediluvian. 14 minus 1 is 13. It's going to be a miss unless I can re-roll it. I'll just take the miss. And I'm going to go ahead and... you know what? No, I'll do Bahamut's Blessing. We'll re-roll and see if we get better. (17) minus 1 is 16, so it does hit, which is going to instantly kill it. So that kills the antediluvian. We do get loot from that. 14 gold. We'll take it. So that puts us at 650. I can quick blow off of this, which I will. I'm going to quick blow and shoot at the Tortured Immortal. Again, it's going to be at -1 because I technically clip hindering terrain. And I get 15, so 14. I do hit. It's going to do a whole 2 magic damage to it. There you go. Don't say I didn't do anything to it. Alright, and that's it. So it's going to go straight into Tortured Immortals next. We'll start with the first one. No one within Reach 2, no one within SOI. Is there an opponent within Reach 2? No. So it's going to move 10 spaces. So this is not a move action, it's just move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go ahead and... During that movement, I'll do an Overwatch shot. Shoot again. This one will be at +1, -1, so it'll be a total of Actually, if it went... No, I'll just shoot it. So I'll assume it clips it at least once. So -1, +1. 19 versus 14, so it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 15. It'll do 15 damage to it. Putting it at 17 out of 45. I'll quick blow off of that for another shot. Alright, 15. So we'll do 1 damage base, and then 4. I'll do 4 damage in total. Okay, and that's it for that. And then the second one, same situation. It's going to move 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it goes to Shayliss's turn. Shayliss is going to get a bunch of stamina. She'll spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll loot. What do you got for me? Yellow. The chest spews a thick orange ichor all around it. All figures adjacent to the chest must make a perception 10 check. If they fail, they're afflicted with disease and poison. What's her perception? It is 2. Have fun. Alright, max roll. Cool. She's immune to disease, but not poison. Alright, and this one, unfortunately, is just a straight trap with nothing on it, so a little disappointing. Alright, and that's going to be it for Shayliss for this round. Then it's going to go into Rook. Rook is going to go to max stamina. He's going to spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he'll put intervention onto Nightingale. And he's going to attempt to cast on the purple Immortal. We'll try to paralyze it first. I'm going to empower it. Alright, 9 plus 1, so 10, so 16 in total. Fails it, so it's paralyzed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and since I have Hemlock and Sarah, I'm in range. Then I'll go ahead and do try to poison it. Well, I'll try to wilt it next. Alright, 12 in total. Okay, passes it, and then I'll try to poison it. Alright, 16 in total. Okay, so I do poison it. Poison's pretty useless at this point, since it just doesn't scale anymore. It's dangerous for us, but it's not the big deal for them. Goes to Remy's turn. So Remy is going to go ahead and spend 2 stamina to fly. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does have provoke. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then helping hands to there. 6, 8, or sorry, I had 7 movement. So 1, 2. Okay, so I was right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That puts me there. 12, 13. So yeah, that's all correct. And then I'll do helping hands to go to the last 2 spaces. To there. Alright, last totem is, by the way, down here, if you don't know. Alright, that is it for that. Goes to new round. Of course they go first. Why not? Alright, well the good news is one of them is paralyzed. The other one is not, though. Alright, so it has reach 2. It's going to make an attack against Nightingale. Nightingale has nothing to dodge with, so it's just going to be a straight roll against her. Misses. So that takes care of that. I've already can't use counter. Then it's going to move to the farthest space available from all opponents. So it's going to go 1 and provoke a break attack. So I'll take the break attack at +1. So 18. So 18 will be 4. 5, 6 from Morbid Leather. 7, 8. I'll do 11 damage to it, putting it at 32. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All opponents who are hit, nothing happens. Then after that, that's it. That's all it's going to do this round. And then the other one is paralyzed. It's going to take poison damage for 3. Okay. Takes care of all of that. Now it goes to Remy. Remy's going to get 4 stamina here. Spend 1 to loot and see what we get. Green. That's probably deadly. Chest contains a huge pile of treasure, 80 gold. So that puts us at 730. And that's going to be it for her. Like I said, I'm just kind of keeping her out of trouble. And that's really all I'm focusing on. Alright, goes to Rook. He's going to get 4 stamina. I'm going to spend 2 of it to go ahead and empower a Wilt on Crumbling Time onto that Tortured Immortal. Six, 12. Okay, he gets wilted. Okay, and then I'll spend the last 2 to go ahead and cast 1 more time. I'll do Courage Stifle. Alright, 11, good luck. Okay, that'll be it for him. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss is going to go up to 5 stamina. She'll spend 1 to move. She's going to jump. She has 4 agility, and he has 6 strength. So I'm going to jump at least 3 spaces, or 2 spaces, because the check can't fail then. Alright, but I'll roll for posterity. There you go. So that beats 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do still have to pay 1 extra. So it didn't really help too much. Alright. And I should have jumped 1 more space, but that's alright. Yeah, I'll just keep. I'm going to go ahead and swing at this thing and see what we can do about it. Okay, so we'll do Fist of Polaris. And I'm going to use it to go to here. And then attack. I will get flanking. And then -1 because of the hindering terrain. So it's just going to be a raw +2. So 16, 18. So definitely a hit. It's going to be 4 damage base. 2 from Morbid Leather, 2 from Sword, so 8. This thing does have 3 armor, so it will go down to 5. And then 6, 7, 10, 13, 18 damage. 20 damage because of Wilt. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and quick blow off of that. Alright, 21. So that's, what, 7? Yep, 7, 9, 11, goes back down to 8 because of armor. 9, 10, 13, 16, 26 damage, 28 damage. So that will definitely put it at 45. Won't die until the end of its next turn, or if I hit it with something else that causes instant death, or if it falls off a cliff. That's it for Shayliss. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale is going to see about dealing with that tortured immortal first. But before I do that, I'm going to do like the shadows. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get my stamina. Also, am I in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, she'll heal for 2. Finally benefiting from that. Alright. So yeah, we're going to do like the shadows. Which will allow her to move 2 spaces without provoking, which puts her there. And then she's going to subjugator this thing. I haven't moved, so it'll be at +1 and then -1 because of the hindering. That's 13 in total. I'm just going to masterwork that and make that a 14, which will be an exact hit, and that will finish off that one with an instant death. Okay. Draw a loot for that. We get 14 gold. So that puts us at 744. Okay. And then do I have line of sight of this one? Almost. So I'll go ahead and do God Machine next. Actually, I'll just wait. I mean, I really kind of want to kill it. But I think I can wait. If I move down, I'm going to be out of range of the font. So I do want to get healed. Because something tells me we're not getting a refresh. So that's it for Nightingale. Goes to new round. We also still have a green totem to go through. So goes Shayliss. Alright, well, Shayliss, have fun. We'll get 3 stamina, spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure that puts me in line of sight. Yes, it does. So, what haven't we fought yet that you could throw at us? 2 Gatekeepers, perhaps? And 4 poppets adjacent to the Gatekeepers? Alright, so we'll go ahead and move these out of the way. There are no upgraded Gatekeepers as far as I know. Thankfully. We need also a bunch of poppets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we'll put them all the way back here. It's adjacent to the totem, right? Yeah, adjacent to the totem, and then put these adjacent to the poppet, or to the thingies, like so. Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Doom break. Get that stamina back. Then I'm gonna go Fist of Polaris and just teleport to here. And take a swing at this thing and see if we can finish it off. Alright, 15, 16, 17. So it's going to be 3 damage base. Goes up to 5 and 7 because of those from leather and swords. Goes back down to 4 because of armor. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll do 14 damage. Which will finish it off. Like so. Okay. That is it for that. It goes Gatekeepers next. So Gatekeepers are going to go, first one's going to make these poppets move 2 spaces. And then this thing's going to try to move to put as many opponents within SOI as possible. This thing has an SOI of 4 still. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go ahead and cast a spell on Shayliss. 12. Shayliss will go ahead and roll hers. 15, resisted it. And then these Gatekeepers are going to move the puppets again. Cast a spell on Shayliss. 11. $13. Okay. Goes to Rook. Rook needs to catch up, so spend 1 stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 6, 8, 10, 12. That's it for him. No one needs intervention. Alright, goes to Remy. Not going to do anything with Remy. I mean, I can move her a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go to there. Alright, goes to Nightingale. Alright, so Nightingale is going to get stamina, get healed. We're going to go ahead and do we'll do God Hand to here. And then do like the Shadows to here. Doesn't provoke because of doesn't provoke break attacks. I'm going to do Subjugator first on the Immortal. See if we can get rid of that before it does anything else. Let's intervention that. Because holy cow, that was horrible. Alright, that will be 15, which is a hit. That'll finish off that Tortured Immortal. 9 gold. 753. Or sorry, 75. Is it 9? 753? Yeah, it was 9. So yeah, 753. Okay, I will quick blow off of that. Using the infection to take a damage. And we're going to shoot at Gatekeeper 1. +1 because I didn't move. So 16, 17. So it's going to be 4, 6, 7, 8, 11. It'll do 11 damage. I'll pierce the armor. It's going to get half down to 6 if I just let it go through. So I will. So 6 damage. Then I'm going to do a precise strike on it on the same target. Alright, 17, 18. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, which will get half down to 6. And then another 5 from the precise strike. Okay. I could have done Brutal Slaughter then, but I'm not going to, at least not yet. I'm going to go ahead and quick blow off of this. Off the precise strike, same target. Okay. I'm going to do Kill the Messenger. Change that to a 10, so it's 18. So that's going to be... So it's 18 right now, so that means it's 5, 6, 7 from Morbid Leather. 10, 12, 16... 22. It'll be 22 if I let it go through right now. I also haven't used Masterwork yet, actually, so +1 to that will bring it up to 23. And then I will exhaust Black Arrows to make it miss. Or not make it miss, but ignore the resistances. So let's make sure I do that right. So I hadn't used Masterwork yet this round. I know for a fact I hadn't. It's just I always forget to remove the token. So it was 18, 19. So 6, 8, 9, 10, 13, 17, 23. So 23 exactly. It's piercing all the armor. It hasn't triggered the extra 3 yet. So it's just going to be an instant kill. Okay. And then we get drops from it. We get unique loot. So I'll go ahead and shuffle that and take the top. Alright, we get these silly boots. So these greaves have heavy attached to them. If your equipped weapons do not provide an armor value, you get +1 armor, and it has +2 health on it. It's kind of weird. Honestly, it's not that great of a rare unique, to be honest. I also have no space for it, so I'm just going to put it in the stash. Okay, so with all that said and done, let's go ahead and continue. So, yeah, that was the quick blow off of the precise strike. So next I'm going to shoot the Gatekeeper with a regular shot. I'm also going to go ahead and roll for Doom stuff. Do I want to risk the reroll? Yeah, let's risk the reroll. Okay. So I don't lose the, I don't flip it yet. I know I'm not going to get a refresh, so definitely need to make up for it. Anyway, attack. So 15, 16 versus 13, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 damage, which gets half down to 6. Okay. I'll quick blow off of that. Okay, 14, 15. So it's going to do 2. And that will get half down to 1. Alright. Then I will go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and murder Circus. Fire everything I got at it. So that's a total of 12. It has 2 armor, so it'll do 10 damage. Okay. And I'll go ahead and spend the last 2 stamina to attack one more time. Okay, 11, 12, it's a miss. Okay, Torture Immortals are gone. Alright, new round. Nightingale goes first, so that's going to be pretty much my victory. So 4 stamina. We'll do Precise Strike first. So 16, 17. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 16. I'll go ahead and bypass resistances, so that's 16 damage, which is going to be, put it at 33 out of 40. So it's going to get the bonus armor, which is fine. I'll quick blow off of that. 17, 18. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. It's going to get reduced down to 11 from armor, and then I'll bypass resistances to finish it off. Okay, Gatekeepers are dead. Alright, 14 gold. I'll take it. 7, 6, 7. Definitely pleased with that result. I'm going to go ahead and pop both like the Shadows and God Machine to get in range of the font again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that'll be it for her. Goes to Rook. Rook will get healed for 2. And then he'll just hang out. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss is not wounded at all, so I'll spend a stamina to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and skill check that Pop It away. Okay, Pop It goes away. Goes to Remy. Remy's gonna, you know what? Remy will help out. So spend a stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. and then I'll try to see if I can get rid of the other one. Yep, I get rid of one of them. Okay, and then it goes to new round. We did kill something this round, so no urgency. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's going to heal for 2, and then just hang out. Goes to Remy. Remy's going to go ahead and try to get rid of that totem, or poppet, sorry. Fails. Go ahead and attempt again. Fails. Attempt again. Fails. Attempt again. Last attempt. And 10. We get rid of that one. Okay. They still do break attacks, that's why I'm getting rid of them. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss will just move and purge one. I think I should have spent another stamina last round, but that's okay. In any case, we'll go ahead and try to purge. Succeeded. Alright, that gets rid of that poppet. Right, goes to Rook. Rook will heal for 2. We're going to go ahead and get our first urgency. Shuffle initiative. Nightingale's going to heal for 2. Goes to Shayliss. Shayliss is going to move and loot. To here. What do we got, Blue? You find a small box half buried into the dirt. After digging up, you open it and find nothing. The chest is empty. Jerk. Alright. Goes to Remy. Remy's just going to go... That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Elevation difference here is just 1, so it's just a step. Okay. Alright. Goes to Rook. Rook will heal. Alright, then we get urgency. New round. Rook will hang out. Remy will hang out. Shayliss will hang out. Nightingale will heal. Get our last urgency. Nightingale will heal to full, and then someone will go through the exit. Okay. Each party member gains 1 experience point. And then, let's get rid of the throwing knives. Or we can get rid of some things that are just going to be in the way. You know what? We'll grab some bottle blessings for the future. Actually, no, I have a better idea. I'm grabbing both the grenades. Get that off the loot table. Just in case we get another rare item. Okay. And then darkness goes away. Let's go ahead and get our +1 experience point before I forget. Alright, and it's going to do a flag check to see if we did Massacre, which we don't, and then it'll go to 387, but for right now, I think we're good to go for right now. There's no restore yet, so we still have half the loot deck to go through. As you can probably tell in this tier, the loot gets pretty crazy with the loot tokens. There's definitely traps and stuff, but you also get like tons of gold and loot and all that good stuff. So in any case, I'll go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Hero. This was Middara on Tabletop Simulator. I'll see you guys later.